Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Hull City in Football Manager 2018. And today we have a huge episode coming up. Today is the day that will decide if we manage to win our group in the Champions League or if we end up in second place. And we are going to do this in the most difficult way because we are facing off versus PSG away. So we are traveling to their stadium and definitely going to be probably the toughest game this far into the season. But first, let's take a look at what have been going on. So in last episode, we had that brilliant turnaround of finisher Liverpool game where we were struggling, and not struggling, we were dominating the game, but we couldn't score any goals, and then we made tactical changes, and then in the 85th, 93rd, and 95th minute, finally, we managed to find the net. After that, we played another Champions League game, this time at home versus Leverkusen. And I mean, we managed to beat them away, so we know that we were in a pretty good situation to beat them at home, and we managed to do that 3 goals against none. 2 goals from Keane, 1 from Sosa. And then we got a big win versus Bournemouth in the Premiership. 2 goals for Harry Kane, 1 for Keane, 1 for Sosa. And then we actually had this insane game versus Leicester. Look at this. 7 goals against 1, and it was especially the first half. The first half was like insane. If you look at this, we had 6 goals in the first half. So I kind of just like in the halftime, yeah, guys, you've been brilliant. And you know when you tell the lads like that, they start slacking in the second half. So in the second half, they actually managed to score once, and then cost us during extra time. But yeah, insane game. 7 goals against 1 versus Leicester, just brilliant. And that brings us to this league table, where Chelsea is still on top, of course, but we are keeping track of them. We are not too far behind now. We are still, I mean, there's a decent gap, don't get me wrong, but we are keeping track of them. It doesn't feel impossible to catch them. And for the Champions League, of course, we looked at the group stage at the end of last episode, I think we did. And we are in a situation where we are topping the group. Well, we have PSG behind us, and if you look at the goal difference, we have 2 goals better than them, which is basically nothing. So it's going to come down to who wins this game will win the group. And of course, if we manage to get a draw, we will win the group. But it's going to be extremely difficult to try to take 3 points away versus PSG. Really, really tough one. But I mean, we have beaten some big teams before, and we managed to beat PSG at home. But if you look at the statistics here for Cup, I mean, the top goal scorer is from PSG. The highest average rating is the 2 of the guys on top are from PSG, and of course the assist king from second place from PSG, and player of the match, of course, second place from PSG. So they are a very good team because you can't see any of our lads showing up here. But of course that might change as the tournament goes on. We have 1 injury picked up. I don't remember if it was last game or 2 games ago, but Calabria is out about a week. And now I think it was 2 games ago we picked it up because I think it was like 2 weeks injury or something like that. Maybe 3. But he will be back soon. It's nothing we can't handle. And of course, Shabanov has been suspended from all the league games. I think he should be able to be playing the league now after the last game we played. I think he should be back, but that means, of course, he is starting here in the Champions League since he haven't been playing at the league at all. But yeah, let's submit the team and take an actual look at what PSG team we're up against. I mean, no, PSG, they are bathing in money. They have so many world stars. But yeah, let's take a look at it for ourselves. Yeah, you know, a team with Neymar on top, Kingsley Coman. Actually, I'm missing a lad here that I was expecting to see. I am missing a huge name here. Actually, can we click PSG here? What's up with Mbappe? Can't click. Let's click a player then and go to the club. Is he injured or suspended or what's going on there? Because yeah, look at this. This is great news for us. He's out for 7 days to 3 weeks. And that's, of course, good news because you all saw the statistics that we just looked at from the Champions League. He is the top goal scorer. He is the one with the highest average rating. And he is in a split second place for most player of the match. So I guess that's very good news for us that he's out. But even without him, I mean, take a look at this team. So yeah, they're not playing Mbappe on top, they are playing Neymar on top. Yeah, like, that's not a bad replacement, is it? So they have so many good players. This is not going to be easy. I mean, you know they're a good team if they have Asensio on the bench. Come on, Asensio on the bench, that's just like, yeah. But enough talking, I think we need to play some football. What do you want to tell the lads here? Maybe talk about the last game, because we had a crazy game versus Leicester, but they don't care. That 7-1 goal win away versus Leicester, that's just a normal day's work for them, so they didn't react at all. But with some individual talks, it looks a little bit better, a little bit greener here. But yeah, this could be a huge game, and actually I don't know, I haven't taken a look at like what possible teams we can get depending on if we win the group or end up in second place. Of course, we're going to try to win the group, and hopefully winning the group should be the better option. But it's hard to tell. Actually, I'm just going to tell Reese here to ease off tackles. We don't want to risk anything with Lad, because we definitely can't afford having him sent off. That's not an option if we are going to survive this game. Not much going on this far into the game. I'm completely okay with this. I would be happy if this was the most boring game of the whole series with not a single highlight and it ends with a goalless draw. Here's Shabano for Suma, Branaga, Farrell, back to Branaga, Elena. Oh, that was a weak pass, which means we are going to be under pressure here. And here's Neymar. He sets up Kingsley Coleman. It's going to be a goal for sure. And actually, I want to bring up the table. Who is I'm a blind, yeah, league table. Who is winning? Yeah, oh my god. Why are they ahead of us? We have the same amount of points in this situation and the same amount of goals scored, and we have one game each. Why are they ahead of us? That doesn't make sense. Elena with a that's nothing. Yeah, but I don't know why they are ahead of us. Because it would be one thing if like we had a draw and then they have beaten us in one game and we have beaten them in none. But right now we are as equal as it can get, and that doesn't make any sense that they are ahead of us. What do you want to tell the lads here? Of course we can't be pleased because we didn't manage to create much at all. But I'm going to stay playing a little bit more defensively for now. I don't want to go all out crazy attacking yet, because, I mean, that could come with a very high price if we did. So, just going to keep it like this for a little bit longer, but pretty soon we will change things up and go all out attacking if nothing happens here. Farrell. Going for Gnabry. Look at there's left flank, but he loses it. And instead it's going in the wrong direction. But that's it, it was just the intro highlight for the second half. I mean, we have created a few chances. They are creating more, but we have created something. I mean, we have a one clear-cut chance here, even though I haven't seen a clear-cut shot. But now I think it's time to change things up. So we are basically just going to go this way. And oh my god, that's 6.3 rating though. Maybe it's time for some early subs. But I'm going to give it a little bit longer just to see what effect these tactical changes have on the game. But I'm definitely considering to making some early subs here. But I just want to see what happens here with statistics. Is Maya with a throw-in? And another lost challenge. Come on, lads. It's Neymar, but he's alone. We should be able to put some pressure. Why are you just watching him? Come on. What the heck was up with that? Why? There were 3 against 1, and nobody tried to take the ball from him. They were all just watching him from a distance. If you have the number advantage, you should really take use of it. One guy should really like go all in crazy, and you have one guy with as a backup, and he can just fall behind it, like in case Neymar managed to make it through. But now look at this. He runs towards him, and then he stops and runs back, and just jogs around here. And now he goes, like, what the heck? If they just would have taken advantage of being 3 against 1, most likely this would never have happened. Never at all. Let's pause this. Let's take a look at this. And we are, of course, going to bring you up here. And could go like this. We are going to remove Alena. We are going to bring in King. We're going to go 2 strikers. What else? What else? What else do we like to do? I'm actually considering maybe going 0 strikers. Maybe actually go not the 0 strikers, but 0 wingers. I'm going to make all. This is a risky move because you know something bad could definitely, most definitely happen, which puts us in a very difficult situation. But I believe this is the right option to actually do some serious thinking here. What would be the best instructions? But I feel like we have nothing to lose here. We need to create a small miracle. We need to go all out attacking. And just trying to decide what would be best way to do that. Actually, maybe we could roll like this with 2 box-to-box, the way we did at the end of the Liverpool game. We roll with 2 box-to-box. Actually, we could roll with you as a Masala. I think we did that. Then we're going to have Farrell as the playmaker, focusing a little bit on defense to get some balance in. And yeah, like this. And then, of course, we're going to change things up. We're going to play narrow. We are just going to bump it up. We have nothing to lose here. And, of course, we're going to tell the lads to push forward. And here is Vestine with a goal kick for Summa. Oxford. Brannigan. Farrell with a very optimistic pass, but we win that challenge. It's Sosa, but that was a weak one. The Sosa should be our passing genius. He's not the one that's going to be missing passes. There's Neymar once again against 5 guys. How can you just let him go straight through you when you have so many defenders? You should be able to, even if you don't try to take it from him, you should just be able to steer him, block him off, so you have to run towards one of the edges. You shouldn't be allowed to go like that when he's alone. But here is Keane. Keane breaks through, and then, oh my god, he hit the post! He hit the post! Oh, that could be in the difference with us going through to the next round or not. He hit the post. And this is so frustrating. Clock is ticking. And look at the chances here. We're not too far behind. But this should be the end of the game. Here's Asensio with a free kick. All the backs for Coleman. And it bounces back into the box again. It's cleared. And I guess referee will just blow the whistle now. And that, I think that shot, if he would have scored, that could have been enough for us to bring us up to first place. I'm not sure. But we should have had like an away goal, and they didn't have an away goal against us. But this means, I mean, look at how close it is. It's a 2 goal difference. Very frustrating. And a goal there, I believe a goal, if that one in the post would have managed to sneak in, I think we would have won the group. I'm not going to go aggressive because it was PSG away. I'm very displeased. But, I mean, they were definitely the favorites here, so I don't want to go too harsh on the last, but we have seen some 6.2 ratings. Oh my god. So this means we are ending up in second place in the group. I mean, we did so well. We lost a single game in the group, and that was away versus PSG. That's not a bad group stage. Not bad at all. But let's see what teams we can get. So we're either going to get Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, Red Bull, Barcelona. I'm not sure. I think, can we get an English team already in the first knockout round? I'm not sure about the rules. Maybe if we can, then Chelsea and United. But I'm not sure if we can or not. Or Roma. And if I got to decide, clearly I would pick either, no disrespect to these teams, but either Roma or Red Bull. I think that's the biggest chances. I mean, no disrespect to those teams, but you can't compare them to like Real Madrid and Barcelona and so on. Of course, me saying that, we're probably going to get one of those teams and then just been made crying, because I wouldn't be surprised. Did we get an injury? Yes, Shabano injured. Let's take a look here. Is it serious? 5-6 days, we can handle it. No major problem. But yeah, that's it for this episode. One thing worth mentioning is we are getting closer and closer to the January transfer window, and there's so many players now it seems that other clubs are interested in. Shabanov, PSG, Carbo, Arsenal, Barcelona, Sosa, Barcelona, Keane, Man United, Monaco, Real Madrid, Paslak, Bayern, Barcelona, Suma, Barcelona, Costas, a lot of teams, Maya, a lot of teams. And there's already been players that have been like kind of a little bit angry with me, wanting to leave, and I say no. It could be a very, very frustrating January window for us if a lot of players become get angry, something like that. But next game, next episode, not the next game here, but the next game that will be in the next episode is going to be a huge one. You really, really don't want to miss it, because we are playing Chelsea away at Stamford Bridge. And as you know from the league table, that game is going to be huge. If we win it, we're going to close a lot of this gap. But if we lose, we're going to be very, very far away from Chelsea. So it's going to be such an important game. And it's going to be an episode you really don't want to miss. But yeah, that's it for this episode. And I'll see you in the next one for that early league final versus Chelsea. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me.